Welcome back to Hallmark Never Stop Blowing Up. I am here with our Hallmark heroes who are attempting to save Hallmark, the heart of America, a town that has been taken over by Polaris Rome, international terrorists for hire. Johnny Evans, you have been guiding your girlfriend, Holly Ringer, through this collection of events. You discovered that you have your own rival in town, another celebrity from somewhere else coming in who's handsome and rich, maybe even more so than you. And you are now going to be a part of the Chestnut Hockey game. Holly, you have competed in the Chestnut Slide. You have been conflicted about your relationships with your friends, with Johnny, but you're here to do your job. And Haley Barris still seems to really have a problem with you, which seems heavily one-sided. Also, you are worried that there is a nuclear submarine threatening this entire lake, but everyone's getting really caught up in this hockey game. Cole, Mississippi, you have ended up on the other hockey team. You have ended up teamed up with the rivals, and due to your inability to convince them to act honorably, your refusal to take part in their shady plans, they are now upping the ante and have decided to get more violent and take out your friends. But whose side are you really on? Trish, you are now the assistant captain yet again, or perhaps the captain for the first time, because you are facing off with Janice Fimblewinter and her arraignment of rivals, along with half the town, with your friend Holly and her unfortunate boyfriend Johnny, who you don't entirely care for. But more importantly, you were told by Violet Strongblossom, the undercover agent serving America Force inside Hallmark, that there is a nuclear sub somewhere under this ice, being run by the Devil Divers, because it turns out Springwater Lake is the source of all spring water that's been bottled anywhere in America. And if that is irradiated, all of America could go dry. You've already mentioned the idea that you might want to steal uniforms. Keep an eye out for the Devil Divers. But the hockey game has begun. The chestnut-baked puck. It's got chestnuts poking out on all sides. It's been dropped in the middle. What are your strategies coming right out the gate? I feel like I've got to talk to our team captain, Trish.
All right, we got to focus heavy on the D. All right. Defense is what I mean by that. Okay. And
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks for the clarification.
I wanted to clarify that for the non-sportos in the group. And Halls, you've got that good stick. All right. So I need you to take the lead on scoring some goals.
Okay.
All right. Johnny and I will get your back.
So Holly is going for the puck to be able to play that forwards if you want to play the goals. And you are running kind of security for her. Bodyguard on one side. Johnny, are you on board for this plan?
Enforcement, baby.
Fantastic. Cole, you know the rivals are moving aggressively after your friends, because if they can take them out, they know their team can beat the rest of the town. What are you doing?
I'm going to try and lessen the damage that my team can inflict. So I'm going to try to add, something that can encumber my fellow teammates. I would like to go to Janice first, though, before she races all the way to the puck. And I'd like to lean into her and be like,
You're both skating forward furiously,
Janice,
but yes.
I know we don't see eye to eye, but look, I have the best stick in the game, and I really don't want to be the jester. So please, trade sticks right now, because I don't want to be at the bottom this time.
Well, if that's true, then why do you want to give me a better stick so that yours is even worse?
Because I know you got something to prove, what with your farts and all.
Can you roll me a hot DC 2?
Well,
Come on.
that's a 9.
nice.
She looks at you.
If you mention those farts again, you're going down with them.
And she switches sticks right away.
Great. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, very secretly, I'm going to take off my gloves. I'm going to basically hold them in my pits. And I realize my hands are very rough, very calloused. And that just might act like a sort of kind of like sand that might have some players tripped, if I'm able to sprinkle enough on the ice. So I'm going to quickly rub my hands together and sprinkle it just like I'm putting, a little bit of cheese on the top of the nice ice pasta we got going on.
Can you roll me? Dear God, this system. We found the role this system's not built for.
No system should be built for this role.
Can you roll me a brawl against yourself?
It's a 1.
Oh.
God.
That's a 1. Okay. There is a chance this could still work. I need you to roll me a tough.
You've got this, Cole.
It's also
Yeah, same.
It's a 3.
There you go.
Okay. The challenge you have, Cole, as you furiously rub your hands together is they are so like rocks. You can't get anything to come off. You've got chestnut hands. You're just grinding 2 bricks against each other with nothing happening as this front line smashes into each other. You have all purchased a new group suite of abilities in between shows. So you now have Alpha Squad, where 2 people can roll the same skill and add the totals together. Not only did you get it, though, your enemies, the rivals, have access to the same ability. Holly.
Yeah.
You are going for the puck. You're moving as quickly and as violently as you can. Are you planning to try to play aggressively? Is this a brawl? Are you using your stick aggressively? Is this a weapons? Or are you just dodging and is this a stunts for you?
I think that she's using the stick coming in aggressively. I think especially seeing Cole kind of go back to his high school self and that he's going to get aggro, Holly's going to do it too. So she's knuckling down, knowing that this is good stick, cutting in with that stick and trying to get in front of people.
So we're getting weapons from Holly. Trish, you were there as a bodyguard. And Johnny, I'm going to blend the rules and make this a 3 stacking roll. Let's go. Are you using brawl? Are you using your shoulders more? Is this a weapons with a stick or a stunts to try to skate around people and that way you can dodge somebody and they take themselves out trying to swing
Yeah,
at you too
I'm going to
hard?
go stunts because
Great. We got stunts from Trish.
Johnny's going weapons. He's got martial arts training. He's done some solid B martial arts movies.
So we see you 3 moving forwards, and simultaneously as people move, we've got stunts, we've got weapons. 2 sticks that are aiming for the puck just start to drift up as it is clear. You are both swinging with weapons, and you see your 3 opponents that are closing in on you. You see Prince Jonathan Maximus Westwood of Castle Westbury. You see Janice Thimblewinter, and you see Haley Barris, all 3 closing in, raising their sticks as well. And it's clear this is going to be, rather than a hockey game, an absolute violent brawl at the center of all these people being like, this is nice. All these townsfolk having a chill time. I need you all to roll me your combined rolls, and we will get a grand total. The DC for your opponents will be...
Shit.
Okay. The DC, the combined DC all in is 27.
Okay.
What do you guys?
Okay.
What are you rolling?
10.
You got a 10. What do
I
you
got
got?
12.
Okay, me too. I got a 12.
I got a 9.
I got a 6.
4 and a 6, so that's 19.
19.
So that's a 19.
With the bad stick that I gave, does that reduce?
That will negatively affect things. So you will
and
be
we get-
minus
that's
2
right.
to your rolls for each of you because it's -1 and -1, but plus 2.
2.
So it's a net neutral for this roll
Right.
because the good stick balances out the bad ones. So you have a 19. You were rolling a D12, so that's not going anywhere. You were rolling a D12 and you were rolling a
D10.
D10.
Yeah.
So you don't have an easy answer to any of this. That was a 19
Yeah.
versus a 27.
But because I gave, does Janice?
Janice
because
has
she
the
has a
bad
bad
stick.
stick. Does that?
Oh,
reduce?
that would be a 26. So 19 to 26. You still fail by more than 5. I will give this choice to the bodyguards who, as this melee goes on, one of your sticks is going to be broken. Trish and Johnny. I can have you roll off, or one of you could decide to take this hit and be taken out of the game. Take your turbo tokens
take
as
your
well for your
tokens.
failures.
Oh, right.
I think out of character, Johnny's not going to be. He's not the sacrifice type this early in the thing. Johnny thinks he's the only one that can do
So
it.
Johnny's playing the game still.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I feel like,
but I know Trish is probably
roll
more
off.
skilled. I think we need to roll off.
yeah, and also I think a roll off too, because
Yeah.
also I want to have Holly's back
Yeah.
on the ice.
Great. Give me
so.
stunts versus weapons because
Let's
you were
do it.
both rolling that when you went into this combat.
D12.
Same. Come on, baby.
You'll both be at -1.
Take this, Johnny Evans.
What?
I got 0.
I got 11.
Okay,
11.
that's
Okay.
better.
Trish, with a crack, your stick breaks and you are eliminated. Can you roll me a tough? DC 7.
Oh, well, do it. 3.
You got a
What?
turkey? Yeah, come
I can
on.
blow
Hey,
it up.
blow
There you
up.
go.
There we go.
Blow it up again. Double your tokens.
2.
That's a 2. All right.
So I got a
that's
6.
That's a 5 to 6 to DC 7. You will not take any damage, but it is embarrassing and it stings as the stick is smashed out of your hands and another clips you across the skate, clearly aiming for an ankle, but missing. And you are left eliminated from Chestnut Hockey on an ongoing basis. Cole, you have been trying to rub your hands. It has not been working. What do you want to do?
All right. Well, I put my gloves back on. I assume my role. I'm a forward. So I put the stick in my hands. I'm like, well, I promised I'd play hard. I got to play hard. But I didn't say who I was playing hard for. So I'm going to try and veer towards the person who is going for Holly.
Great. Of your options, you have Haley Barris and Prince Jonathan Maximus Westwood of Castle Westbury.
I'm going to go for the prince. I don't want that royal energy messing up with my Holly. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of acting work, and Cole's not an actor, so I'm going to just do a accidental trip right into the prince. Whoops.
Do you feel like this is a stunt in that you are trying to perform it, or do you feel that this is a brawl in that you're trying to hit him with your body?
No, it's a stunt.
Stunts? Okay. Roll me a stunts. It will be DC 7.
You got this.
Yes.
Come on, Cole.
That's a 1.
Roll me a tough.
No.
Roll me a tough. It'll be DC 6. So it was a 1.
It's a 2.
That's a 2. Okay, Cole, you trip and try to slam into the prince, but you find yourself falling in front of him, and as he staggers up and over, you get stepped on by 2 skates and take another injury level.
Oh, no.
So you will have advantage on your next roll because you have been injured, but you are now severely injured, which means you are 2 spends of a token to get it +1 to your rolls because you have been injured in this skate-off as the prince continues forwards. I will allow you a devil's bargain, though, Cole. As you see these skates about to come down on you, you could take this injury level, or you could sacrifice your stick and take no injury level and go forwards. You see there are 2 paths to the future, one where you are still in competition, one where you no longer are, but you are unhurt.
No, hockey's a violent sport. So I got to meet that violence with more violence. I'm staying in the game.
Fabulous. You take that injury, and the prince continues forwards, making a play at Holly. Holly, can you roll me a weapons? Because you've decided to use that for your skating thing, unless you would try to dodge someone coming at you.
No, we're going stick to stick.
DC 2.
Hey.
There's an 8.
That's an 8.
Hey.
The prince comes at you. You lash out with your stick and break his clean in half because that's actually a 10. So a crazy roll. The
That's
prince
right.
has been eliminated from the competition, is forced to skate off with Patricia and away from the game.
It's just a little stick clack, and then over her shoulder, excuse me.
Johnny, what are you up to? You have been backing Holly up as you make a play for the puck. Right now, Janice Fimblewinter has the puck and is playing forwards towards your team's goal. You are with Holly. What do you do?
I think after that initial combat, sort of that with that Trish got knocked out on, I think Johnny realized the severity, and he's been kind of on the peripherals. He doesn't want to get his face messed up. He doesn't want to lose any teeth, so he's doing a lot of like show skating to look like he's playing the game. But you realize, if you watch him, he's not doing anything. But then seeing Holly kind of getting in a little bit of danger, he kind of snaps out of it. And oh yeah, Holly. And he's going to go back up, and as he sees, what was it, Janice?
Yep.
He's going to skate kind of up around and get out of the fart cloud, and then he's going to come and 2 hands slash and try and knock the stick out of her.
Great. You're trying to take Janice Fimblewinter down, which is excellent. So you are swooping up from the side as she leads a flying V of admittedly 3 people as they are moving, cutting through your team's side of the town along the lake. Roll me a weapons DC 7.
It's doable.
You've got this, Johnny.
It's doable. Ooh, a 9.
9.
Nice.
Very nice. So you skate your way up, slash down. I will say, because you fooled her into taking that weakened stick, Cole, the weakened stick normally would not suffer an injury under this much of a failure, but because it's bad, a regular stick could be fine. This weakened stick, it cracks right through. Janice Fimblewinter is eliminated by Johnny Evans. Furious. She just yells, "Ah!" And it wasn't a crit fail. She won't fart. Okay. So she holds the fart in that's inside her and is eliminated from the competition. However, Johnny, you are attacked by her two co-skaters, one of which, Haley, is going to lash out at you. I need a DC 4. I would accept tough if you're trying to tank a hit, or stunts if you're trying to dodge around it.
Yeah, I think he's going to go the same dice, but I think he would do stunts.
Great.
He's delicate. He's going to try and avoid. What was it, DC 4?
DC 4.
Ooh, blows up.
Blows up. Ooh, that's an 8.
Let's get into it. 8 and a 5 for 13.
13 on DC 4, which means you beat it not just by more than 5,
it.
but you beat it by more than 10. She skates towards you, lashing out, trying to make this happen, only you dance aside, shifting from aggression to acrobatic defense. She skates through, and you watch her smash down, and Haley Barris not only breaks her own stick as she collides with the next player over, but she eliminates Troy Darlington at the same time. They are both taken out. All of your rivals have been eliminated at this time, though Trish has also been eliminated from this game. However, Cole, Mississippi is currently on the other team. With Johnny's acrobatics, Holly, you have the puck in your possession.
Yeah.
You are skating. Cole is opposite you. What do you do as you realize you are skating towards him?
She's skating towards him. She's got her game face on. Even seeing him, it's like flashing back to being in high school. And she will hunker down and attempt to hit the puck directly through Cole's legs, like waiting until almost the last moment where they collide, and then she's trying to hit the puck.
You're going to 5-hole him. Yeah,
Yep.
All right. Can you roll me? I would accept stunts or brawl. What do you think this is for this player? Do you think this is weapons still? Weapons, I felt like was using the stick more as a weapon, whereas this feels more like a play, which is why I'm like brawl for hitting him or stunts for sneaking it through.
I think it's stunts. It's waiting until the exact right moment to sneak it in.
Fabulous. And then I think, would this be brawl? Are you expecting her to hit you, or are you going to try to dodge her? Or what's your play here, Cole? As you see her skating at you and you realize you're now playing chicken with Holly Ringer on the ice of Lake Springwater.
I'm going to try and dodge, but I'm trying to do it in a way that's as elegant as possible. I would very much like to try and steal the puck without my stick getting in the way of her legs and tripping her.
That makes sense as a stunts roll. So, okay, competing stunts. Let's see what happens.
And I get advantage on this, I believe.
You get
Yes.
advantage on this because you just suffered an injury. That's
Yes.
true. So you get to roll twice and choose the highest.
2.
Wait till
1.
So he gets a 2.
But
I'm doing
What?
bad.
I get -2 from DC because of my good stick.
Correct. Oh, yeah. So this
Or does
you're
that
rolling
count?
against a 0.
Yeah.
What are you rolling?
I'm rolling a D8.
But is it stunts?
It's stunts.
Can I lend her my stunt dice?
I would allow that. Yes,
Yeah.
you're in the same scene.
Yeah, I
so
gotta-
Johnny's acrobatics give you even further of an advantage, and
nice
you are now
little
rolling
God,
his
thank
stunts.
you.
He's gonna
Give me my
scream out
stunts.
some bad.
Let's hear it. We got to hear what you
Yeah.
yell that inspires this upgrade. What bad advice works?
No, I guess it wouldn't be bad advice. It would be like good, like stunt advice. It's got to be like tuck and roll, Holly.
It's a 9.
Hey,
It's a 9 versus a 0.
Yes.
So not only do you tuck and roll, Holly, you make your way forwards, you play the puck perfectly, this baked chestnut puck in between Cole's legs. You are about to roll aside, and you even have the ability, lashing out with your stick, to crack his in half as you do a perfect tumble and roll, coming up, skate forwards, and score. The crowd goes wild. The rivals are defeated. It is you and Johnny just dominating this hockey game as it continues, just driving up the score with the resets. But there is a time now where Cole and Trish, your enemies, are sulking. Insults are thrown at you, Cole, but they storm off pretty quickly. You have this moment while everyone is distracted and watching the game as Holly and Johnny Evans just dominate this community hockey game at this point, just brutally and ruthlessly. But you've been looking for devil divers who are isolated to get their uniforms, and now everyone is looking somewhere else, including some of the devil divers who seem to be a little bit caught up in the game as you see them spread around. There are a few in the parking lot that you could see. There are a few over by that kind of dock warehouse place that you had seen previously. And there are others that are just in the crowds or around where a few stands have been set up where you could try to distract them, call them over, and get them. The two of you are working together. What do you do? What are you looking for? How do you want to do this?
I think the cars is a good way to go. We go in the parking lot. You know, we have the advantage of just a lot of cars, and you know, I can quickly take them down. You don't understand.
I'm really good at taking guys down to the ground. Trust me, I put my hands on people's shoulders all the time.
Okay, Cole. I get it.
All right.
Okay, you can take him down. And you may remember that I was on the wrestling team. I've got a pretty infamous sleeper hold myself. So how many sets of uniforms do we need? 4?
Yeah, we can do 4, but it seems like a lot of people to take down in a short amount of time. You think we can do it?
Want to start with 2?
Patty cake, baker's man. Let's take these bastards while we can.
The 2 of you make your way to the parking lot. Cole singing a song that Trish, you fucking hate. And you try to isolate 2 of the guards. You want to watch the way that they're moving around, where their pattern is. Can you both roll me a wits DC 19?
Oh
no.
rude.
Seeing how I've been rolling this this game, this is going to go
try.
very well.
You
17.
You can add these rolls if you want to, be the other option, but see where it all ends up.
6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's
add them?
add them. So we're
That's a 23.
we use the skill add.
Yep, you can do the skill add, which you can do once per episode with you two. So you've done that. It's a 23. You were trying to beat a 19.
betcha.
I will point out that will be a success. So you find 2 guards who are moving past the cars that you were in. Are you planning to try to sneak up behind them, like step out from cars and grab them? Is this a talk them over to you and knock them out? What's your approach? You see them coming between the kind of the open lines of parked cars. Cars are between you and the event. You had the success there. There's a chance this could be seen, but you're in a relatively secluded area in this parking lot.
What do you think?
I was going to say, Trish for a minute is thinking like maybe we should have collaborated a little bit more, but we both were like trying to prove that we're really good at taking people down. So it's like, you know what? We're here. Yeah. I'm just going to, like the guard is walking by and I come from behind.
Great. And I don't notice that. I'm focused laser sighted on my guy. I'm like, hey, are these winter tires on this piece of machinery?
All right,
here?
so you are talking to these guards, and Trish, you're trying to sneak up. Trish, can you roll me a sneak?
Yes.
DC 2.
Okay.
You got this.
8.
8, incredible. You are invisible.
Yep.
Just absolutely.
You blew up.
Oh, that was an 8. That's a blow up.
Yeah, you blew up. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thank God you guys are paying attention. Hold it, Cole. A 5.
All right, 13.
Nice.
13 on DC 2. Not only are you completely invisible to these guards, you've realized and figured out the pattern between all of the guards in this parking lot. Because you've got that stocky, super fit stature, you're able to get low and play between these cards. I'm going to say you don't need to roll a sneak inside this parking lot again. If you want to drift between vehicles, you've got the perfect ability and height to be able to get around behind whoever you want. You're an ambush predator now, ready for takedowns at a moment's notice.
Down.
Cole, you are talking to the guards as they are approaching you. Am I correct?
Yeah.
All right. So you open with asking them about the tires. Can you roll me a hot DC 6?
By the way, with the previous one when we did the skill add, does that count as my being able to blow up the thing I was doing since I went beyond?
No. 20 does not actually blow up further. 20 is the highest. If it blows up, you just get to roll another D20.
Copy that.
So if you rolled an individual 20, you get to roll again. That's how Janice could get to a 33. She rolled a 20.
I
got
see.
to roll again.
Okay. This is a hot?
This is a hot DC 6.
Hey.
Yeah, 12.
Well, I don't know entirely. Let me check it out here. He just goes over and he leans down, and the former partner's like, I don't know if these are winter tires. They are perfectly facing away from both of you. One has leaned down on the side, and Trish, you realize you can slide over the hood like a police officer and just tackle this guy going down and wrap him in a sleeper hold. And the other guy turns around to look at the other tires, and you are just behind this paramilitary officer. You can try to put him to sleep. So again, these two are both in full uniformed military jumpsuits. They have the old Russian-made machine guns that you see with the stocks poking out that like every James Bond villain henchman has in that era with the Devil Diver logos. They are perfectly positioned for you both to strike. Can you both roll me a brawl?
Just before that, you blew up on that roll. You rolled a 12 on a D12.
Oh, God, I did.
You're the hottest man alive
That's
right now.
20. Oh, my God.
You're
Thank
radiating
you.
heat.
Oh, my.
Incredible. But your DCs for this brawl will be, for you, Trish, it's 5. And for Cole, it is 6.
Oh,
Okay. I got a 6.
Incredible.
I got a 2.
You got a 2. So, Trish, you leap across this car, slide across the roof, wrap your arms around this guy, and just lights out. You've got him on the ground, perfect position. You choke him until he goes unconscious. Cole, how are you trying to take this guy down? What was your strategy?
I was going to try and do one of those nerve pinches.
The Vulcan.
Yeah.
Vulcan
Yeah.
nerve
Yeah.
pinch, yeah.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, you try to do a nerve pinch that you've seen on TV, not realizing that you're just grabbing an armed man's shoulder and squeezing really hard. So he's going to turn around to take a shot at you. Can you roll me a tough DC 3?
Can't afford this, Cole.
Oh, he's so hot, but he's so
Can
frail.
I give Cole my D6?
It's per episode, so you already did your skill swap, so you won't be able to do that, sadly.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Get nuts. Oh, blow up again, double your points.
You do it. Do it.
That's a 5.
So close.
It would cost you 2 to make it blow up, and then you would have none in your bin.
Yeah.
I'm blowing
right.
up.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
never stop
Yeah.
blowing up. Get it done. You
Yes.
spend those tokens, you double blow up.
No, triple blow up.
Yeah, it's a 2.
That is a 2. Okay. You succeed, I think. That was way hard. DC 3. Jesus Christ, 12?
Destroyed
I was
it.
like, what?
This guy raises his weapon. He spins around to aim it at you, and you jam a thumb behind his trigger. So when he pulls it, his gun cannot go off, and this combat remains silent. And you cold cock him one in the face, and he folds completely. So you are left holding a machine gun under your arm, and there's an unconscious devil diver on the ground in front of you. Trish, you stand up from where your soldier has also been laid out. 2 of them perfectly taken out. No sign, no witnesses. What do you do?
I say, let's get these bananas peeled.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
And by that, she means
She strips the 2
No, you don't have to- you
unconscious.
don't have to
Yeah, we
explain,
figured it out. So you have two, both of them wearing tighty whities for some reason. 2 unconscious men in no uniforms, laying on the ground, still asleep. You now have their uniforms on. You are dressed up as devil divers, and you pull out peaked caps that are in their pockets. So you are fully in uniform, and you have their machine guns. You even took their boots. Nothing about this disguise is confusing. What are you doing with our unconscious bodies?
So I was going to say, Trish obviously does not want these people to die of hypothermia. So she happens to have 2 of those, silver emergency blankets in
Roll
her
me a
pocket.
wits DC 10.
Come on. 15.
You have those things.
And I'm like, Cole, let's just lay these out and put the bodies on top of the blankets. So, they're not going to lose whatever heat they have.
Yeah. They'll die slower. Yeah.
You actually find a truck bed that you recognize with your 5, that you recognize as the truck of Janice Fimblewinter.
Perfect.
It is covered so you can open it, put the bodies in, and leave them in Janice's truck.
Yeah.
So when they wake up, they will be in Janice Fimblewinter's vehicle. You are both in uniform. Do you want to, I imagine, stage another ambush?
Yeah. I think we're going to have to.
Great. You're able to hide, so you're sneaky, absolutely flawlessly sneaky like a cat. Cole, are you planning to talk to people approaching you, or are you just going to walk up to them, or are you going to sneak as well? You've got a uniform now, so you would blend in with the other devil divers.
I'm going to keep on the blending. I'm the chameleon.
Fabulous. You see 2 soldiers approaching. What do you say?
Say, are these winter tires?
Can you roll me a hot DC 4?
You've got this, Cole. Yeah, he's the hottest man in town.
so hot. He's so
He's
friggin'
so
hot.
hot.
It's insane.
7.
It's a 7. I mean, I can't tell. It's kind of hard to see. Just say, let me check this one. You know what? I'm going to check too. And they both lean over, putting one hand on the hood to look down. You can stage almost exactly the same takedown. But Cole, what is your strategy knowing the nerve pinch didn't work? Or are you going for it again because you could lock it in?
Man, I have a gun now, right?
Correct. You do have a gun.
So I'm with the butt of one gun, I'm going to hit the back of one guy's head.
Okay.
And I'm going to nerve pinch the other one and put him to sleep.
They're on opposite sides of the car, so you can get one.
No.
But if you roll high enough, it's possible you could swing both. So first thought is the weapon. So can I get a weapons check from you, DC 6, and Trish, can I get a brawl from you, DC 5?
Yeah.
I love the two options.
Oh, blow up.
Hey! The nerve pinch didn't work, but I guess I have a gun.
16.
16. Okay.
It's so funny.
1.
Ooh,
Trish.
all right. Trish, take your turbo token. So Trish leaps over the hood in exactly the same way, but the boots are a little bit awkward, and the enemy hears the screech and stands up and steps back. So Trish slides off the hood of the car and just slams into the ground. When you cold cock one in the back of the head, Cole, and you turn to the other and you reach out with a hand, as Trish, you see this person raising their weapon to fire, and impossibly, Cole, with one hand, just Vulcan neck pinches this guy, who falls immediately asleep and collapses.
Yes.
Cole, that was amazing.
Thanks. I saw that in GoldenEye. I think.
19.
Wait, that was 95. I don't recall what I
You
saw
never
that
saw
in.
that. You never
Actually,
saw
I don't.
The original Star Trek.
I saw that in the Star Trek.
We said Vulcan neck pinch 9 times. I was going to say,
right to
Goldeneye, which he doesn't do that in.
The
You know what,
chestnut
Cole?
juice. It's coursing through my brain and my lobes.
I can't think. I can only think about Pierce Brosnan. It's the only
He was
face I can
Remington
picture.
Steele.
Yeah, you've been injured, Cole. You know what? Maybe it's time for us to check in.
So you peel these bananas. You also place them in Janice Fimblewinter's truck inside safety blankets so they will not die of hypothermia. And that's the point where you go and find your friends. I need a combined roll from both of you. This one will cost nothing, but if you can roll me either a weapons or stunts, whichever you prefer, because I want to see how well you guys did in this game.
I'm best at weapons.
I'm going weapons too. Let's just do weapons.
Let's go.
Weapons,
Come on.
pals.
Giddy up.
It's a 7.
7 and a 7.
7 and a 7, perfectly blended. You two managed to find this fantastic balance of beating the shit out of the other team in this game. It is not just that you are scoring goals because the final score is 14-0.
Yeah.
But it's also that you guys are almost a ballet of violence, not against people, but against their sticks. You will skate around and smash a stick. It doesn't matter their age, doesn't matter who they are. You are here to win, and the two of you are hands down the champions. Where at the end of this game, they are all chanting, Johnny, 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 and they are also chanting, Holly, Holly,
Yeah.
Holly. You are feeling more safe from the
good.
possibility of being ring-dinged solely based on this victory.
Yeah.
You find yourself skating off, getting pats on the back. The crowd is there, and then two Devil Diver engineers approach. And that's when you realize it's Cole, Mississippi.
Hey, it's me. It's Cole, Mississippi. How are you guys?
Oh, I didn't even recognize you.
Yeah, it's because I'm in a costume.
Wow. oh, you did it. You figured out that we're going to do it's the plan.
We've got outfits for you two to change into as well. Come on, quick.
You hurry over to some porta potties that have been set up that you never see in a Hallmark outdoor event where I guess they assume no one ever poops. But like you're there, you quickly change, you step out, and the four of you are now Devil Divers. There is a free skate going on. So it doesn't mean the crowd is gone. It's not the four of you just having to infiltrate with nothing. The security is still there and distracted, but you are now in uniform. What's your plan?
Well, since we all got into a uniform, does that mean we suited up?
You do have the suit up ability.
little
So, yes,
suit
I
up.
will say you all strapping yourselves into your gear, fixing your caps, weapons over the shoulder, everything in place, boots tied. All four of you, for some reason, even though two of you are already dressed, I guess the two of you went to the bathroom, all four step out at once, now Devil Divers in full gear, and you all get 2 turbo tokens.
Take some derbies.
It's like the slow motion shot
Yeah,
of us
hair
just in a
motion.
line.
100%.
Yeah.
And this is the point where you all realize you don't know where to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so
How do you find a submarine?
it can breach the ice sometimes when it wants air to breathe or something.
But not on the rink.
Oh, yeah.
There's people skating right now still.
I know. Sonar.
Oh, Johnny, have you said you know about subs from the The movies that you've done, which we do, Johnny.
Team leader Johnny Evans.
Realizing that he has absolutely zero idea of how to access a sub that's currently underwater, is going to turn away and act as though he's formulating a plan as he looks through the pockets of this suit jacket that he just got put on, or this double diver suit, to see if he can find anything of value, any information, any pass phrases, passwords.
Can you roll me a wits DC 4?
Ooh. He got a 3, but he will blow that up to a quattro.
Hell yeah.
Okay, you're technically not blowing up because it's a D6, so you're going to make it a 4 to succeed.
Make
Just
it
because
win.
language sometimes matters in the blowing up game.
I got a little excited. You know
You
what?
will make it successsul. Or are you going to go further?
Yeah, let's get out of control.
Oh, all right, full blow up 2 more tokens. That's a 6.
I've never misspoken in my entire life.
You meant it.
I only speak the truth. And another 4, so a total of 10.
Total of 10 on a DC 4. You find not only do you have a key card style ID, and on it is the same logo of Hallmark waterfront shipping that you see on the dock building in the distance. You also find a radio, and you hear a voice as you click it on and listen. And that voice says,
This is Captain Jack Lightning of the Devil Divers. We're here. No one knows we're Russian. Right now.
You're right.
now,
Got it?
The submarine is docked. We'll bring the nuke on board and we'll go down. Once we're down there, no one will be able to stop us. We can drive up the price of water as much as we want or empty out the stocks. For Mother Russia!
he clicks off the radio.
So Johnny will share this information with the group. So I think we've got some passcodes, we got some valuable information, and we know for a fact that these guys are Russian, based on my excellent knowledge of dialects from the scene work I've been doing. Those guys are seamlessly Russian. There's no getting around it. So you guys better. How good are your accents?
I'm not an actor.
Oh, no, we're not actors like you, Johnny.
You guys, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. There's nothing to it. It's just pretend. You just have to pretend like you're in the, right? Like so you guys all have to become, it's like the method. Have you guys heard of the method?
Why
No, you all look confused. This is going to take a long time.
Why don't you show us how it's done, Johnny Evans?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you got to get yourself into the mind space of I'm a Russian. I'm underwater. Right? So no. See, that's not.
Wow, he's doing it.
That's big. That's so.
Go to the light, Cole.
This is so ground level, you guys. This is not. This is nothing, you guys.
Oh, he's back.
I used my imagination.
That's amazing, Cole.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think we can get in.
I thought you died.
I did too. It felt real. The only thing that got me back was thinking of Chestnut.
Of saving America, right?
And saving America.
Yeah.
felt real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Johnny, you realize
sorry.
they're dedicated,
Yep.
but clearly are not
Yep.
going to effectively be able to talk their way into this docks. It's up to you as you all approach this waterfront warehouse. You've got the key card. You see 2 devil divers standing next to the door. You're leading the group up of the 4 of you.
The real question is how confident am I in a Sean Connery impersonation? And the answer is 0. 0 at all. So what does Sean Connery sound like? He's because he sounds like Colonel Gentleman from the Venture Brothers.
Yep.
And Colonel Gentleman,
It's like the
sounds- yeah.
classic, I am the last one.
it's a sh.
Oh,
It's a
very
Colonel
much.
Colonel Gentleman. So he's sort of down here. And that's how he's going to, it's almost Australian. Right?
We're gonna find out.
It gets away from
If
him.
you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, this is the method. So he says, leave it to me, you guys.
I know Australia.
This is the Johnny Evans experience. Call me Johnny Blaze. From now on, you can all call me Johnny Blaze. All right, that's my altar. That's that's the name I use to book hotels.
That's your Russian name.
Yeah, that's
Johnny
my
Blaze.
Russian name. Yeah.
Johnny Blaze and Colonel Jack Lightning. That's the kind of match. All right, so you were walking up, and they look at you and say, "What are you doing back? Normally we travel in groups of 2."
Johnny wasn't prepared. Oh, that's funny that you mention it, because that's not what I have.
Can you roll me a hot check? DC 15.
I'm so sorry. I was not prepared for this.
Why in groups of 2? I don't have that.
I was going to say he doesn't have that on that's not what I have written down. That's funny. Oh, fuck. Sorry. This is deeply embarrassing.
It looks good on you. I love it.
Thanks, guys. A 3.
That's a 3 on a DC 15.
Well, you want to keep trying?
Are you guys like within earshot? Do you want? If you guys,
everybody's with you.
Yeah, if you want to.
What are we rolling though?
I will.
Can you give me a
you
little?
3
You have 2
to make you
yourself.
blow up.
Do I have 2?
Yeah, you have 2.
Okay.
You're just not seeing them.
Oh, sorry. I thought.
It's all right. So that'll take you to a 5
Okay.
if you cash those in.
Yeah, I'll
and if
cash
Holly
mine.
gives you
And
1,
I'll
that'll
give
get you
you
to a 6.
Okay. God
Somehow
bless,
I
God
have
bless.
4.
Okay,
I'll give
love
you
that,
1.
love that.
And
Thank
then
you.
Holly over his
So that's
shoulder.
a 6. It blows up. Yep. So
Yeah.
Holly, what do you say?
Holly over his shoulder is just, we teamed up because we hate America.
Okay, that works. It blows
Yeah.
up. So you give a 6.
Yeah.
So
I'm
roll your next die.
helping.
Yes, America. All right. Also, sorry, I forgot to use it, but can I? This is a hot check, right? And I'm making a first impression. Can I lower the DC? Yeah, fuck yeah. What was it? 15?
It was 15,
All
so
right.
now it's 12.
Now it's 12. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Come on. Show. The hunt for Red October, right? Right? He says that in the movie, I think, at one point. Oh, fuck. Another 3.
So that gets him to 9.
What do you
9.
need?
I need 3 more.
I can give you 2.
I can get, yeah.
I've got. Just tell me what you need. I've got.
I just need 3 more total.
3 more.
Is 1 each? You guys want to do 1 each?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
That
that.
seems fair.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Moneypenny.
So you managed to hit the goal of 12.
That was a hot, right?
It was a hot.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody else contributes in some way as Johnny Evans does a stumbling Sean Connery and forgets what to say. Holly has mentioned hating America. I need 1 line from each of you in your Devil Diver personas.
Yeah, it's not so easy, is it, assholes?
Reagan bad.
Reagan bad. Okay. We hate America. The third one.
Reagan bad? Yeah.
I think Trish would say 2 + 2 is 4.
And this works.
Okay.
God's like, all right, you may enter. And you use the pass key, and you find yourself walking into this warehouse. Looking in front of you, you can see a number of gantries hanging over open water. There are catwalks up above. You can see crates of different materials that have been placed that all have, Cyrillic Russian lettering on them. And you can see that there is a submarine docked in the center of this large space. The top of it is open. There are a number of devil divers moving around that you can see loading these last items on. And there is a tall colonel who looks vaguely like Sean Connery. He sounded cleaner over the radio, but I'm going to lean more into the Connery now that we got a bit. Once you're in there, he has a full iron lower half of his face.
Oh, wow.
Jawline, teeth, everything. Salt and pepper hair, probably dyed. Craggily handsome in a way that means this guy is deeply problematic if you look into his personal life. And he is ordering people around. And you're seeing the last of the devil divers are climbing into this sub. It is clear that they are about to exit. You've all entered in. What do you do?
We got to come up with a strategy. Are we going to take the colonel down? Are we going to infiltrate? What do you guys feel more comfortable doing?
We can't let this submarine leave. We gotta stop him.
I say I distract the colonel. You guys go in there. you demolish that sub.
Okay.
Look at me.
Okay.
Do you think your Russian impersonation is good enough to distract the Colonel? Do you think that you can outact Johnny Evans?
There's only one person that can outact Johnny Evans. It's Johnny Evans. It's a war. Wow. And we're looking for people to enlist. Are you up to the task, Mr. Evans?
I think there's only one man for the job.
Oh, don't fucking say it. Don't.
That's Johnny Blaze.
So Johnny is going to distract the Colonel. Oh. You all hear a clanking of chains and see that the nuclear bomb, it's a giant, large bomb wrapped in chains that says nuclear bomb on it. So it's very clear. You all know exactly what it is being swept across the roof where it's clearly moving along a factory chain before it's lowered down into the sub. You have a little bit of time before that happens. Johnny is a distraction. You know the nuke is not in the sub. What are the rest of you going to do?
Before that, Johnny's going to give you guys the bag with the machine guns in it.
Mm-hmm. Great. You have the machine guns. You have the stone baton, Holly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You also all had machine guns from being guards. So everyone has 2 machine guns.
Lock them
Johnny,
up.
you have 3.
Yeah.
If you put them on. Are you carrying 3 machine guns?
Yeah, sure. Why
Great.
not?
3 machine guns
Strapped.
for Johnny.
I'm strapped to the gills.
Can we see if there's anybody operating the winch or whatever is moving around the bomb in the dock?
I would say you look up into the top gantries and see that there are 2 devil diving engineers clearly operating a winch that is operating the machinery that is moving the bomb over. So if you were to go up a flight of stairs and a little bit over on a catwalk, you'd be at those engineers with those controls.
Yeah, I think Holly wants to do that, of seeing if we can stop this bomb from even getting on the boat. That's a good plan.
I'd like to go inside of the sub. I'd like to shut the porthole so that the bomb can never even make it inside if the winch is not able to be demolished or what have you. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a little gremlin inside this floating machine.
Cole is going for the sub. Holly is going for the winch. What are you doing, Trish?
I was going to say, I think I'm going to go and be back up with Holly and make sure, because that winch could be pretty tough. I have some muscle to help, and also I can just have her back.
Mm-hmm.
Your collective plan is decided. The stakes are high. You are surrounded by devil diver engineers, so many of whom are armed, spreading around. You are under the watchful eye of Captain Jack Lightning. However, Johnny Evans, in the greatest role he will ever play as a Scottish Russian, is moving forwards, hoping his connery is good enough to convince these Russians that he too is Russian and buy you the time you need to save all of the spring water in America. Holly and Trish, you are making your way up to the top to overtake some engineers and maintain controls over a nuclear weapon. Because if that makes it into Russian hands, no American will ever drink Dasani again. And lastly, Cole, Mississippi. Going off on your own. The backup plan that America needs, taking the greatest risk. You are moving into an enemy-held Russian nuclear submarine. Because if all else fails, you will be America's only hope. You all won the nut slide. You won a hockey game. And now you're going to find out if you can save America. And as far as you're concerned, that is the world. We'll find out what happens next on Hallmark Never Stop Blowing Up.